Excessive debt is a problem that many people face. It can be challenging to get out of debt, and it can also be tricky to avoid getting into debt in the first place. But with proper budgeting, you can get rid of your debts. Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom Channel. I know how difficult it can be to get your finances in order. That is why we will talk about simple life hacks for budgeting and paying off debt in this video. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. So, if you're ready to start, stick around and let's get started. The first hack for budgeting and paying off debt is to make a budget and stick to it. Paying off debt and staying on budget can be a challenge, but there are some simple things you can do to make it easier. First, sit down and make a budget. List all your income and expenses, and include everything from your rent or mortgage payment to your weekly grocery bill. Once you have a clear picture of your finances, you can start making informed choices about where to cut back. For example, if you're spending more than you'd like on dining out, try cooking more meals at home. If you have high credit card balances, focus on paying them down as quickly as possible. By taking a proactive approach to budgeting, you can save money and get out of debt faster. Second, automate your finances so you don't have to worry about them. One simplest and most effective way to stay on top of your finances is to automate your payments. By setting up automatic payments for your bills, you can ensure that your accounts are always paid on time. This will help you avoid late fees and keep your credit score high. In addition, automating your payments can help you stay on budget, knowing that all your bills will be paid automatically. You can better plan for other expenses. Finally, automating your finances can help you pay off debt quicker. You can avoid accruing additional interest charges by making sure that all of your payments are made on time. Automating your finances is a simple way to take control of your money and live a more financially stress-free life. Third, negotiate a lower interest rate on your credit cards and other loans. One of the most important aspects of budgeting and paying off debt is negotiating a lower interest rate on your credit cards and other loans. This can be difficult, but it is well worth the effort. There are a few methods you can use to try to lower your interest rates. The first is to call your credit card company or loan provider and ask them to lower your rate. This method often works best if you are a good customer who always makes your payments on time. Another method is to transfer your balance to a new credit card with a lower interest rate. This can be a good option if you have good credit and can qualify for a new card with a low introductory interest rate. Finally, you can shop around for a new loan with a lower interest rate. This option is best if you have bad credit or cannot qualify for a new credit card. Regardless of your method, remember that it is essential to stay polite and persistent when negotiating a lower interest rate. Fourth, pay more than the minimum debt balance. It's no secret that American households carry more debt than ever. The average family owes nearly $7,000 in credit card debt, and the average mortgage debt has reached a record high of over $200,000. You're not alone if you're struggling to keep up with your payments, but you can take some simple steps to get your finances back on track. One of the most important things you can do is pay more than the minimum balance on your debts. This may seem like an obvious suggestion, but it's surprising how many people don't do it. When you only make the minimum payment, most payments go towards interest, not the principal balance. As a result, you end up paying much more than you originally borrowed. Spending even a little extra each month can make a significant dent in your debt and save you a lot of money in the long run. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Fifth, always use cash for spending. You've probably heard the phrase, live within your means. It's sage advice, but it can be tough to stick to in today's world full of easy credit. If you're not careful, it's easy to find yourself in debt. The good news is that there are some simple life hacks you can use to stay on budget and pay off your debt. One of the most effective is always to use cash for spending. When you use money, you're more mindful of your spending and less likely to impulse buy. Plus, you can spend more than you have. If you're trying to get out of debt, using cash can help you stay on track. Seeing the money leaving your hands is a physical reminder of your spending and how it affects your bottom line. So next time you're tempted to whip out the plastic, reach for cash instead. It's a small change that can make a difference in your financial health. 6. Consider debt consolidation. This involves taking out a new loan to pay off your existing debts. By consolidating your debts into one loan, you'll have one lower monthly payment, making it easier to stay on top of your finances. You may also get a lower interest rate on your consolidation loan, saving you money over time. Of course, before consolidating your debts, it's essential to understand how it will impact your credit score. In general, debt consolidation will not significantly impact your score if you're able to keep up with your payments. However, if you miss any payments or default on a loan, it could have a significant negative impact on your score. Therefore, making sure you're comfortable with the loan terms before consolidating your debts is essential. You are one step closer to financial freedom by doing this simple life hack. 7. Find ways to make extra money on the side. Here are a few ideas. First, offer dog walking, yard work, or snow shoveling services. Second, sell items you no longer need, such as clothes, furniture, or electronics. Third, do odd jobs for neighbors or friends, such as running errands or doing household chores. Fourth, participate in online surveys or sign up for paid focus groups. Finally, provide professional services such as tutoring, accounting, or web design. Making extra money can significantly free up more money in your budget for debt payments, and it doesn't have to be a full-time gig. Even a few extra dollars earned each month can make a big difference over time. Lastly, invest your money wisely so it grows over time. By putting your money into investments that have the potential to grow over time, you can slowly but surely increase your wealth. While the hacks in this video can be beneficial for budgeting and paying off debt, it is essential to remember that everyone's situation is different. Make sure to tailor these tips to your unique needs to make the most of them. Have you tried these life hacks for budgeting and paying off debt? What worked well for you? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.